yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father made way for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is hard. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag, I'm done. My bag, I'm gone. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Room for this, I ain't meant to.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it again with Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up to midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Motion man right, that's Pierce. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And Hurts going to move him around. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles up. Convert there on 4th. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now McCarthy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A handoff, Barkley running left, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Eagles 0.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing is McCarthy. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop, and let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This now a 3rd and 4. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. A check down here to Jones. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air with McCarthy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one swung out here to Jones. Nifty move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got mad. Jones hit in the ball zone, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Up the middle with Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Devin White, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. It is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Hurts looking to change the play. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second down. Here's Barkley again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. In motion goes the tight end. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. Oh, this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that one too wide and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Shakes off the sack. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for a sack. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
They'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And out of bounds right around the 20.
But he certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw again.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here comes 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. There's the stiff arm, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles, 36.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been